Shakur is everyone's toughest fight, which might be another way of saying he's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, because he's impossible to hit. He is very, very difficult to hit, which makes him extremely difficult to beat. And that goes for anyone who weighs the same as him. He moves up to 140 pounds. He fights the champion. It was not close. He's taking the best guy who's not hitting every division.
Yeah, but they're still not high quality guys.
Close.
Hey man, like I said, I don't speak on that dude.
It's Ryan Garcia's kid.
He been saying my name lately. Let's see if he really stick with it.
It's Devin Haney's kid.
We'll see. We'll see. It'll come to fruition on fight night, or when it's time to sign contracts.
This is a couple of fights boxing fans, myself included, have been wanting to see. Drop a couple of names, one of them being like Gervonta Tank Davis. Could we see these fights being made?
I've been said like 1,000 times, I'm with fighting all of these guys. Like, I would love to fight any of them, at any given time.
Max Kellerman has shared his opinion on who Shakur Stevenson should face next, and his answer has sparked plenty of discussion throughout the boxing world. But this conversation goes far beyond picking a single opponent, because Shakur Stevenson has now reached a stage in his career where every fight could have a major impact on his legacy.
Shakur did it in front of many of the guys on that list that are now behind him. He goes from number 7 to number 3. Imagine that pressure.
And he doesn't care about the crowd booing. He doesn't care if everyone doesn't like his style. He's so content to stay behind that front knee. Safety first, but give you a little off. And just like I said on the show, on air, give us a little Mike Hoppinger, but give us a lot of Malik Scott. Give us some science, but give us some drama.
At the same time, there's been growing chatter online accusing Shakur Stevenson of avoiding some of boxing's biggest names. Boxing Massacre recently posted that Tim Bradley criticized Shakur Stevenson, claiming he was hesitant about facing Devin Haney at 147 pounds because of how much Haney would rehydrate on fight night. Bradley also suggested that Shakur is avoiding Keyshawn Davis, while adding that Keyshawn himself appears concerned about Santos. Tim made it clear that is fully backing Shakur Foster, describing him as a fighter who's willing to face anyone. Meanwhile, Max Kellerman believes Shakur Stevenson has reached the point where every career decision carries significant weight. Fighters such as Devin Haney, Keyshawn Davis, and Shakur Foster continue to be linked to him, but each matchup brings a completely different challenge. A fight with Haney would likely be the biggest because of the rivalry and years of tension between both camps. Keyshawn Davis represents the hungry young contender with plenty of momentum and growing friction between them. Shakur Foster presents another difficult test because of his technical skills and the fact that he's never an easy opponent to shine against. But when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, the discussion isn't simply about who he'll fight next. The bigger question is who possesses the style capable of solving the puzzle he brings into the...
To me is that, like, all the guys at the top pound-for-pound list, like, we watched them have, like, tough fights against other tough opponents.
This is the first elite fighter he's faced.
But listen, I get it. But look how it looked, though.
It was so upside down, though, Mike. It was so upside down.
Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez is not elite. Not even approaching.
Even when Conor Benn's name entered the conversation, Shakur Stevenson had his own response. After Ben made bold comments inside the ring and directed shots toward him, Shakur didn't appear bothered in the slightest. Rather than responding emotionally, he explained that there are different levels in boxing and made it clear that, in his opinion, Ben still has plenty left to prove before being considered among the very best.
Ben was talking a whole bunch of shit, bro, in that ring. Talking about you two live, and saying stuff like that. And I heard your response. Let the world know what's the response to that.
He green. I've been said this, like, he a green fighter. He's good far as, like, well known and name wise, but like far as boxing, I've been doing this since I was 5 years old. He been doing this since like 18 years old, so the level difference is obviously clear. Your style is so controlled and patient. Is that something boxing taught you, or are you just naturally like that in life? Nah, I think I kind of got more patient through the years, but did boxing teach it to me? Yeah, kinda, yeah. Because as a kid, when you want everything to happen like right now,
yeah.
Then as you get older, you start realizing that things happen on God's timing. So for me, I know, like, It's gonna happen when it's supposed to.
Shakur Stevenson also made it clear that he isn't running from any of the major names fans continue bringing up, whether it's Devin Haney, Keyshawn Davis, Ashaqui Foster, or anyone else. According to Shakur, the opportunity is there if the business side makes sense. However, from his perspective, these fights can't exist only through social media discussions and online callouts. He wants the opposing side to come to the table, sit down, and negotiate a legitimate deal if they're truly serious about making the fight happen.
Way better than him, like, at everything when it comes to boxing.
So will that fight ever happen?
It probably will, but I told him, and this is what I told everybody at 147 pounds. Only way I'm fighting at 147 if it's a 10-pound rehydration, and that's what he did.
I beat that motherfucker up. I know, like I took it from him. Because I just saw you went up a weight class for the last fight, right?
Yeah.
And you
I went to his weight class and took his belt.
Yeah.
It's like I turned into a whole nother person or something. Like, it's me or him. It's me.
That's exactly why Shakur Stevenson pushed back on the Haney situation. He explained that while much of the public noise may have come from the other camp, it never developed into genuine negotiations. For Shakur, there's a huge difference between mentioning someone's name publicly and actually working behind the scenes to finalize a fight. He also believes that when the lights come on and it's time to compete, fans will see a completely different version of him than the one they've been debating about online.
We see these fights being made.
I've been said like 1,000 times, I'm with fighting all of these guys. Like, I would love to fight any of them, at any given time. But that's on these guys. These guys gotta come to the table and say they want to fight and make it make sense. I feel like even with the talks, right, with the Devin Haney situation, I feel like the talk started from Team Haney, but it never was a real like negotiation or reach out, let's talk about this. It never was that kind of like thing. So, but for me personally, I just feel like I'm willing to fight any and everybody. Anybody you name, they want to rumble. I'm different under them lights. I'm not the same guy that they talk about under them lights.
During the interview, Shakur Stevenson was asked a simple question: who can make you dig deeper than you've ever had to before? His response didn't sound like someone searching for extra motivation. Instead, he came across as a fighter who believes he has already studied everyone in the division. From his perspective, many matchups may seem competitive on paper, but once the opening bell rings, he immediately begins recognizing mistakes, openings, and weaknesses that most fans watching from the outside simply don't notice.
Mentally stronger than the next guy, and they mental have any weakness, I'm going to take advantage of it. Like, I'm still getting better and better. There's things that I'm doing right now that is going to show up when I fight again. So I just know there's so much more to come.
What boxer could you face that could bring out that 100% in Shakur Stevenson?
I don't know. That's the thing too. Like, I don't know, because when I look at like every fighter out there that I see, I think like the same thing with Tio. Like, everybody thought it was about to be a good fight. Like, I think I'm at a certain level to where like it sound like it will be a good fight. Like, you'll put this guy's name out there like, oh yeah, or they could be the best fighter to everybody else's eyes. But when they get in front of me, I just don't know. Like, I think it can get real easy with a lot of these guys. Like, I done seen a lot of holes in their game, so I can't really say that somebody gonna bring. It may not be.
Shakur Stevenson also went into greater detail about why weight has become one of the biggest sticking points in recent fight discussions. From his point of view, fans constantly expect him to move up in weight as though it's an easy decision, despite the fact that he only recently competed at 140 pounds for the first time. He believes many people are so eager to see him tested against naturally bigger opponents that they overlook the fact he's still much closer to being a 135-pound fighter. In Shakur's opinion, the constant calls for him to jump divisions actually reflect how highly people rate his abilities because they are already matching him with naturally larger fighters. He made it clear that moving to 147 isn't something he's ruling out forever, but he views that as a step for later in his career rather than something he needs to rush into today. For now, Shakur Stevenson believes his focus should remain around 135 pounds while still leaving the possibility open for special catchweight fights if the right opportunity presents itself.
But the way, I mean, that's the problem. That's the biggest issue because it's like fans want me to just move up fight after fight. Like I just moved up to 140 my last fight. That was my first time ever at 140. You know why they want me to move up fight after fight? Because I'm that good. So how about they give me my credit and say how good I am, and then maybe we'll be talking about it. But I just don't think like right now I'll be fighting at 147. Like I feel like that's going to come in the years to come. I feel like 47 will be my last weight class. Then I look at like a guy like Devin and they could act like, oh, well, when you get to 47, he might be going to 54. I don't see it. Like I don't see it. Like I think them guys at 54 is way bigger than them guys at 47. So I think he's going to be at 47 for a long time. That's the part that they're missing. I'm a 35-pounder. I plan on fighting at 35. I've been told them before my last fight, I'm going to fight at 35. But I'm willing to fight anybody at 1.
When Shakur Stevenson was asked about his next move, he avoided revealing any specific opponent and made it clear that fans will simply have to wait until a deal is officially completed. However, he did confirm one important thing. He fully intends to fight again before the end of the year. When the conversation turned to what motivates him most at this stage of his career, Shakur gave an honest response. He said legacy and proving himself will always matter, but fighters also put their health on the line every time they step into the ring. Because of that, he believes the financial side of every fight has to make sense as well.
The style he fought, it doesn't matter who he fight, he would give them trouble. Just because Shakur just looked like the world's greatest the other night, I give him credit. I still remain on my statement that I said about Conor. If he fight discipline with no emotions and stick to a game plan and use his feint, he's very rough and evil on the inside. He's going to push that gas a little bit more than Tio did against.
Like Taylor did because he was.
Make sure to check out our other videos showing on the screen.